Scorpio, big welcome to you. This is your tarot reading coming from the mountains of Java for March. Now, I normally prefix these by saying I hope you enjoy it, but I have to say the March readings are somewhat dark, maybe psychological. It's probably because I'm using this Nusantara deck, and they do tend to be quite deep. But I'm hoping they're messages that you feel you need to hear. So, if you agree with me, then please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please make comments. Because I need a bit more help on these YouTube algorithms. But above all, I really hope you get something from it, Scorpio. Now, I'll be using probably 2 decks, but out of 3 decks. So the first deck is Tarot Nusantara. The second deck is the Steampunk deck. And the third deck is the Light Visions Tarot. Tarot Nusantara is actually a new one to me, which I love. Whereas the Light Visions, I've struggled with as a result of the rendering. Although I think I'll grow into it, I will keep using it and coming back to it. You can see on all of them, I'm using quite a lot of salt, and that's to clear the energy and the spirits from them. Something that I do fairly regularly with my tarot. And I also, you'll see a number of Jimat there that I use just to bring a good energy to the tarot and to my reading. I call on the spirits of the mountain to assist me in shuffling the cards, in selecting the right cards, and interpret them for Scorpio for March 2022. Scorpio. Maybe it's not so bad, this reading. Not sure what to make of it at this moment in time. You look at that central card there, 3 of Pentacles. That's suggesting that it's all about teamwork. Your recent past, the Page of Cups. Maybe looking for love, looking for creativity, looking for something new. But now you're a little bit depressed, not seeing the opportunities that surround you. 5 of Cups. Future energy is a lovely, lovely card. Queen of Cups. Intuition, emotional stability, seeing the emotions of others. The energy that's impacting on the outcome is the 2 of Wands. That's you considering your options, just looking at different alternatives. The energy that might negatively impact on the outcome is the 3 of Cups. Celebration, happiness. The outcome, however, isn't what I'd consider to be a bad outcome. It's the 9 of Wands. It is about you being wary, maybe setting boundaries, but also, and maybe looking at the past and thinking how you've overcome things in the past. But there's a knowledge there that you've nearly reached the end of a cycle. There's the feeling that you're nearly there. Interesting set of cards that I really don't understand at this moment in time, Scorpio. So let's look at each individually. The energy that runs throughout this is the 3 of Pentacles, which is the card of teamwork. If you look at the card, I think he's carving a wooden door in what is a temple or a church or something like that. Could be a palace, couldn't it? And it looks as though either his tools or the plan is being held by others. What this sort of says to me is that you've got lots of skills of your own. So in terms of carving that door, maybe you don't need a lot of help. But in terms of creating the temple or the chapel, whatever it is, you actually can't do it all by yourself. And I think that's what the message is, that there are things going on that you do need others for, even though you might feel like you've got all the skills you want. Yeah. Now, as I say, this runs through everything, so I need to keep that in mind. In recent past, we have the Page of Cups. He's rather a lovely page. He's looking for something. It could be love, could be something creative, but it's something artistic, something creative. He's got quite an open mind. You know, if you look at it, he's got that cup in his hand with a fish hanging out of it, and he's saying, well, why not go for it? Who knows what it will lead to? Maybe you could say he was a little bit innocent, wide-eyed innocence about it. But I think it's an admirable quality. But that is in the past. That is in the past. Currently, you're despondent, you're depressed. I wonder if it comes after this Page of Pentacles, that you've been going off looking for something new and it's not really worked out. But this is as much about your attitude of mind. It's a sort of a glass half full type of card. You look at it, she's focusing on those empty cups, the cups that have fallen over, but there's two full ones behind her. And if she thinks a little more laterally, there's a bridge there leading to what looks to be a beautiful village with a Hindu temple. So I see it as a card of hope. It's just that you've got yourself into this bit of a rut, a way of thinking that is restricting yourself. Yeah. Future energy is the Queen of Cups. Now, she's somebody that's very much in touch with her own emotions and in control of her emotions. But she's also somebody that can see the emotions of others. And she acts in a very compassionate way, and people love her for it. You look at her, she's sitting down by the sea there with a cup in her hand, so that's love, or, you know, certainly warm feelings towards others. In a beautiful throne, she's dressed very beautifully. Yeah, it's a lovely card. I think it's saying that you need to be in touch with your heart a little bit more, in touch with your emotions, maybe led by your heart more than your brain, maybe. Energy impacting on the outcome is the Two of Wands. This is you considering different alternatives, just looking at what the opportunities you have, the opportunities that surround you. If you look at him, he's got a globe in his hand and he's looking overseas, so it could indicate things away from home that you're considering. Could indicate that. Given that the whole thing's about the Three of Pentacles, are you considering a partnership with someone? Could be a business partnership. Could simply be a team that you want to work with. But you're certainly given very strong consideration to things. You're not making your mind up yet. You're just considering. I think to a certain degree also that Five of Cups, whereby you're seeing glass half empty, I think that's hampering you from taking a decision. Card that would change the outcome is the Three of Cups. This is about celebrations and friendships, but a bit like the Three of Pentacles, it's about teamwork. So I'm wondering, you see, I see you as quite a, what can I say, quite an independent individual, somebody that believes you can go it alone. And I think these cards are saying that you can't do everything on your own. Maybe in the past you've had bad experiences of working in a team, working with others, and that's what's putting you off. But maybe this is saying look towards your friends. Maybe it's saying enjoy your time with your friends, and if you can enjoy your time with your friends, maybe you'll realise that what you're trying to achieve, you can achieve with your friends. Maybe that's it. Look at the card. It's a beautiful card, isn't it? It's a wonderful card. Card full of absolute hope. Beautiful, beautiful card, I'd say. Yeah. Now the outcome isn't a bad outcome. It's the 9 of Wands, but it's I think you putting up barriers, and I think it's you putting up barriers to this team working. And as I say, I think it's come from experience. But it's you looking up, this 5 of Cups, this glass half empty. So you're reluctant to do things as a team. Now we don't know what it is, but you're reluctant to do things as a team. And you're putting up barriers to doing that, and it's probably not getting you anywhere. What I would say is, though, that you'll nearly reach the end of a cycle. You've nearly got, and maybe it's the knowledge that you're nearly at the end that you feel, why would I want others to help me? I can do it all by myself. Maybe that's what's going on here. I think we need a bit of clarity on it, though. So let's get some clarity. I'm going to get clarity on this card. And yeah, I'm getting clarity on the 9 of Wands, and the first card I get of clarity is the 9 of Wands. So it is saying that, yeah, we've already told you. Yeah. It does imply you looking back over the past, and I think that might be important. We now have another Page of Cups, so again going out and seeking something new, seeking something different, maybe something creative. Or is it romance? Is it romance that you're seeking? And you should look to people you already know, your friends. Could be, or it could be a creative opportunity with them. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is telling you to be bold. Telling you to not be afraid and be bold. So bring down those barriers that you're putting up. How terribly interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Now we've got another 9 of Wands, clarifying the 9 of Wands. So what's the difference? Well, there's a big difference in the rendering, isn't it? And this is somebody who's clearly got experience. He's looking out at what's out there, but he's also thinking of his experience. And he has put up barriers. He's put up barriers based on past experience. But I think this whole thing is a warning that you don't need those barriers. Follow your heart a bit more, because remember we had that Queen of Cups. Follow your heart a bit more. Do you know, I think it is about love. I think you're putting up barriers to finding love. And it's because you've been hurt in the past. I think that's what it is. And it's saying you should look towards your friends. Interesting, isn't it? We have another Page of Cups. So it is saying it's about you going off and seeking something, quite possibly romance. Could be a creative opportunity. Look at her. It feels like romance, doesn't it? It feels like romance. Yeah. She's got that cup in her hand. She's on the seashore. I mean, it looks rather nice, but there's a fighter plane there. So it is suggesting that not everything is going to go smoothly. I think you've had your fingers burnt in romance in the past, and you do want romance, but you're sort of wanting it on your terms. You're not wanting to make the mistakes of the past, but often romance doesn't come that way, does it? No. Now we have the Knight of Swords, and I'm certain this is the universe saying to you, you need to be brave, you need to be bold, you need to go for it. I mean, the Knight of Swords is prone to making mistakes, but I think the universe is saying that's life. You know, we making mistakes in love, that's what life's all about. You look at her, she's there for action, isn't she? She's ready to draw her sword, she's ready to do something. I don't like the fact that there's snow on the ground, but that's just because I live somewhere where there's never any snow. And I don't like those zeppelins in the sky, but overall it's the universe shouting out to you, for God's sake, get on with it. Scorpio, I think this reading is about you looking for love. It could be about something to do with work or business and needing to work as a team. And if that's the case, it's something creative. But I think it's about you looking for love. But do you know, I think you've been burnt in the past and you're putting up barriers, and you've got, unfortunately, you've got something of a pessimistic attitude. You're not seeing the opportunities that surround you. And I think those opportunities that surround you are friends. And maybe there's a close friend who you are meant to be with. Maybe. Or maybe you will find love by going out and having a good time with friends. And, you know, I think you are actively seeking this, but by the same token, you don't quite know what to do. You're considering your options. And you've definitely put up barriers. You put up barriers. Now, these barriers are based on past experience. These barriers are based on, you don't want to be hurt again. But the universe is shouting out to you, you know, grab the bull by the horns, be led by the heart. You might make a mistake. But that's what love's about. Love's all about making mistakes. And so you need to reduce these barriers that you have to find what you're looking for. Start to be led by your heart a little bit more. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on, oh, I did this and it didn't work. You never know. The next time it might well work. But as I say, love's about getting hurt. Love, you find true love after being hurt many times. And I think that's what the universe is shouting out to you. It's saying be bold. It's saying do things. Now, as I say, it might not be about love. It might be that you need to work as a team on something. But if it is, it's something creative. But there's a strong feeling to me this is about love, and you having put up just a few too many barriers, looking for somebody that fits certain criteria, when really, when love comes knocking, Scorpio. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed Tarot from Java as an addition to my channel, The Magic of Java. Please take a look at the other videos that I have on this channel about magic from Java, and I hope that you will become a subscriber. Now, if you want to hear your next tarot reading, hit the button, and that will inform you of when I publish new readings. I'm certainly going to do a reading for every month, but maybe I will try them a bit more frequently, say a mid-month reading, and maybe also some special readings. But above all, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you, and enjoy Java.